Hello, my name is Charles Harstead, and I will be giving you my final speech in EN 067 writing for Miss Darlene Quichocho's class. In order to help yourself, you need to be yourself. A quote by Dave Pelzer. The reason why I chose this quote is because understanding it made me realize the importance of being ourselves, especially in the world we live in today. The purpose of my speech is to share my accomplishments in writing throughout the semester of this course. The reason why I believe this is important is because I can apply what I have learned to better my future. Today, I will be talking about blogging throughout the semester, one key factor to my writing success, and the lessons that I have learned. Blogging has been an awesome experience for me. At first, I didn't think I would be much of a blogger, but now that the semester is almost over, all that has changed. It also helped me to keep track with my writing experiences and to maintain what I've learned in writing in some ways. Now I can say that I'm not just any blogger, but an accomplished one who successfully proved his doubts wrong. One of the key factors to my writing successes would have to be the outline cluster. Thanks to Mrs. Q, I find it easier to write blogs, paragraphs, and as well as essays, even if I only wrote one with a low passing grade. With the outline cluster, I believe I can complete almost any written assignment successfully in only a short period of time, and I will use this method as a tool on my path to becoming a great student. I think that I have learned a lot from the mistakes that I have made in this course. The reason to that is that I believe that to be successful at something, you have to do it right until you get it. Practice makes perfect. Failing to complete 2 of my essays cost me lots of points to my grade, and I knew that in order to achieve this, I had to fulfill its requirements. Now with the semester coming to an end, I am ready to move on to the next level as a student, and I'm sure enough that my writing experiences will help me much more than I can imagine. Sharing this speech was really important to me, and I personally would like to thank our teacher, Mrs. Darlene Quichocho, for promising everything she said she would teach us from the beginning of this semester in fall 2012. But before I end my speech, I would like to thank my mom for spanking me when I didn't listen to her after she kept telling me to do my homework. No, I'm just kidding. Are there any questions about the speech? If not, you can, or if you have, just comment on my video. But if not, then that concludes my presentation. Oh, and one more thing. I have a narrative poem, so my poem is called Writing for Little Charlie. Little Charlie was not a writer, he was quite the opposite. He tried to write essays and poems, but he couldn't get to the bottom of it. He doubted himself and feared his decisions, but with the help of his teacher, he had a little precision. But still as he wrote, he could not cope with the lessons he learned, so he struggled holding on to the thin rope. Little Charlie was lost, confused, he trembled within his thoughts. So he sucked up his doubts and gave it another shot. Now he's more stable in the grades of his writing, after all the scratching and nails he's been biting. Little Charlie gained much more confidence and looked forward to each class session. He wrote as he worked until his succession. Now as he prepares for his final grade, he writes one last poem to finish his day. Little Charlie has become a successful writer after all the cigarettes and one broken letter. Thank you for listening to my speech.